I just want to start this by asking everyone here to show these two people how much you love them. Let's hear it. This is going to be easy. We are here today to celebrate the love of two people who are the warmest, kindest friends anyone could ask for. Two people who I can safely say have made the lives of everyone here brighter simply by being in them. It is difficult to be in a bad mood around Sam's infectious silliness and smile. And if that doesn't work, she will just make you a crazy dessert that is awful for you. And Jeremy's warm energy just draws people towards him, and he's always thinking about other people above himself. And I cannot think of two people who will make a cuter future old couple. And you're all picturing it right now. It's adorable. So adorable. Their relationship started with both parties not wanting to meet each other. Their mutual friend, Lauren, kept trying to introduce them to no avail, but when they eventually begrudgingly met, what started as a connection and a mutual love of music grew into infatuation, which grew into love, which brought us all here today. In preparation for this beautiful day, I think, I don't know, I can't tell. It's all right now. I invited Sam and Jeremy over to my house to interview them, to get to the heart of their relationship, just sort of find out what makes it tick. And I wanted to interview them separately, but before we did that, we all got extremely drunk. Extremely drunk, because it brings out the truth, I felt. And it worked. It did bring out the truth, and I learned a lot. And I recorded these interviews, and I would love to share with everyone what I learned, if that's okay. Good, because I had a whole thing prepared. When I asked Jeremy, when did he realize he wanted to spend the rest of his life with this woman? What brought on that change in him? And if he could describe that feeling to me. And he slurred the following. And actually, I was going to read it, but to get the full effect of the drunkenness, can you play clip 1, please? Make it louder.
I love her nose, I love her eyes, I love her eyebrows, I love the curve of her hips, I love her hip bones, like everything about it. It's great.
Everything is great. I think that was that's my fault. That was actually the wrong clip. I just wanted to stick that in there. It's actually clip 2. Can we play that one, please?
When I wake up and I make coffee, I'm making coffee for somebody else. And I put that next to her nightstand, and I don't put it next to my nightstand because I'm lying down. But there's something mundane about that is very serious. That it flipped, and it said to me, I want to make coffee for her every day. And that I care about how she's faring day to day was a huge change for me. Because I never felt that way about anybody else, and I never felt like anybody else felt that way about me.
And I thought that was incredibly sweet and drunk. About the coffee, I thought that stuck with me, and I thought it was beautiful until I interviewed Sam and she ruined it. Towards the end of her interview, I kind of slipped in the question, hey, is there anything that maybe bothers you about Jeremy? Do you have any complaints? And she had this to say, clip 3.
So Jeremy makes a really good coffee. And coffee grinds into the kitchen sink. He's putting them in the carpet, and he leaves them there so it clogs the sink. The coffee grinds really piss me off.
So, we've learned 2 things here. Number 1, if you get a few drinks in Sam, she turns into some sort of sailor person. And 2, when her inhibitions were down, clearly, it was sort of a question I popped at the end of the interview. She wasn't expecting it, and the worst thing she could think of about Jeremy was coffee grounds in the sink. And I thought that was very telling. And Sam, if you were wondering, Jeremy's only complaint about you was he wishes that you were more vocal to him about what you want, because for the rest of his life he just wants to be better at making you happy. Alcohol. Alcohol's great. So, if those are our only two complaints, I think we're in pretty good shape. What does everyone else think? When I asked Sam what she loved about Jeremy, she said, and don't worry, I'll keep it clean. Potty mouth. Jeremy has a warmth and light about him that is really bleeping hard to find in other people. I don't know if it's because of his hair color or what, but I always think of this warm orange aura around him. And it makes me smile. He gives a bleep about everybody, and he cares about everyone, and I know that he will always have my back. She also added, Jeremy is the only man I have ever met that will leave the room to fart. He was the only one, you got him.